Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Think Future. My name's Chris Kalaboukis, and once again, we're coming at you live from deep in the heart of Silicon Valley, California. We're talking innovation, startups, the future. Not necessarily those, not necessarily in that order. If you're watching on YouTube, smack that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can be notified when a new show comes online. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast service, please subscribe and please drop a note on Apple Podcasts. I greatly appreciate it. So I don't know if you guys listened last week's AI series on why AI sucks so bad, and in the end I realized we all need to be better to each other, and if we're all better to each other, then AI will learn from that. And then I thought to myself, we have issues with AI, don't we? We are so concerned with AI. The media has taken AI, some futurists out there have taken AI and turned it into this boogeyman, which is going to swoop in and destroy us. If it's not going to be Skynet blowing us all up, it's going to be the Matrix using us as batteries, or it's going to be AI taking all of our jobs. Now, first of all, I think the biggest problem with AI taking our jobs is that people think that AI is going to take away most blue-collar jobs and leave the white-collar jobs. But in reality, it's going to be the other way around. Most of them, I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I've written blog posts on this many times, is that it's really the white-collar jobs, the computer jobs, the jobs that are based in offices, the sort of supposedly clean jobs that are the ones that are going to go first, because that's what AI is going to handle. So then we try to reposition AI as, instead of it being artificial intelligence, we position it as being augmented intelligence. So we think to ourselves, AI is just going to help us. It's not going to hurt us. It's going to help us. It's going to work alongside humans and do the burdensome tasks that humans shouldn't be doing. And in fact, I've said this before, it's like, if you have a job that AI is going to take away from you, then you as a human, you're probably doing the wrong thing. You should probably be doing something more creative, something that actually uses that amazing mind of yours, that amazing human brain that you've got. You're probably doing something really burdensome to a human being, something that an AI might be able to do just like that. And then that led me to my next thought, which is, we seem to be so afraid of AI replacing us that we take a lot, we're spending a lot of effort making sure that AI is going to be augmenting us and not replacing us. And then I think to myself, why do we even really need to go there? Why do we even really need to go where AI is? What is it that AI is doing that is so amazing that we can't get tons of human beings to do for us? What are we trying to do with AI? I mean, a lot of people are thinking that AI is going to lift our burdens, that it's going to be able to process stuff that human beings can't process or don't want to process. But what if they do? Because there's certain human beings, they want to continue to do the burdensome work. They're not interested in doing anything other than the burdensome work. See, we are in a situation where you have elites who are thinking that all human beings are able to learn and want to learn and wish to change things and wish to do something different. Let me talk a little bit about my favorite science fiction series. It's called a Culture series. It's written by a science fiction author named Iain M. Banks. And unfortunately he passed away, but he wrote a number of books, maybe 10, 12 books, set in this super far distant future where human beings and AI is so advanced that human beings can literally do whatever they want. They never have to work. They never have to spend a moment of time in doing something they don't want to do. They don't have to spend any time doing anything tedious. All their wishes are fulfilled immediately. If they want to spend time as women, men, aliens, in space, whatever they want to do, our technologies has advanced to the point where human beings can do anything they want. Anything at all. And in this world, where human beings can do anything they want, they all seem to be listening to highbrow music or creating new art or throwing dinner parties or getting high or whatever. But in this world, you don't see people driving trucks. You don't see people doing the mundane things that we want AI to do. And if you think about it, maybe there's some people who want to do that stuff. Maybe there's some people who don't want the burden left from them. And in a future where we can fulfill the wishes of anyone, having them do anything they want, then doing a burdensome job, something that an AI would take off our shoulders, might not be okay. So I'm going to revise my thinking on AI and work. Because originally I thought, sure, it would be great if AI took the burdens of human beings so that human beings can explore their full potential. And what we have is a situation where they can do that. AI can do that. But what if the human being doesn't want to do that? What if the human being wants to continue doing the burdensome activity, and the only reason that we want to bring AI in is that we want to eliminate the job because we want to reduce costs? Think of someone who's a truck driver. What if they enjoy driving? What if they like driving? What if it fulfills them to drive? And then you come in and bring in a robotic truck and they're out of work. And then you have to say, well, you're unfulfilled driving a truck. But maybe he's not. Maybe he's perfectly fulfilled in driving the truck. So we have to look at human happiness, human flourishing, and say, what do human beings want? And if they want to continue to do the burdensome work that AI is going to take off their hands, maybe we should let them, because that's how that particular human flourishes. Just a little food for thought. That's it for me for today. See you next time, and until then, don't forget to think future.